Pepper says, wait till you see how much stuff my mom has decluttered over the years. Hello everyone and welcome back to A Hoarder's Heart. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about how we have decluttered 50,000 items from this home since I started this journey in 2018. Now, this video was inspired by one of my sons because he was watching one of the old videos and saying, oh yeah, I forgot we had that much stuff. I forgot we had this. I forgot we had all of that stuff in my room. And it really got me thinking like, wow, he forgot about it. I forgot about it. What else did I forget that I decluttered in this home? So I started watching a lot of these older videos in like 2018 and 2019. And to my surprise, I had realized that I forgot that we owned a lot of stuff and that how much was that? Because over the years, that has to be a pretty high number. So of course, with my ADHD, my hyperfixation was activated. How much stuff has actually left this home? Have I actually decluttered since 2018? Because looking at all that footage, there are so many tossy piles, yard sales, the sharing table, so much stuff has left. And I was wondering if I could somehow get an estimate on that number and how would I really get to that figure? And that thought had jogged my memory to remember something I read back in like 2017-18. And that was on Joshua Becker's Becoming Minimalist page. I had read an article on there that the average American home, had 300,000 items in it. And I remember being very shocked by that number and thinking like, that's the average? That's not someone like me who's hoarding disorder, whose home is so filled up to the brim with stuff. The average home has that much? Then I must have something like double, like 600,000 items, if that is the case. Now, at first, it was so shocking and eye-opening to be like, is that even believable? Do we really have that much stuff in our homes? But now that I really look at it, yeah, that's probably very right. Because if you count everything from paper clips to Legos, how many Lego pieces do we have in a small little box or container? Every piece of paper. I mean, I have a craft hoard. That alone, if you were to count every scrapbooking paper, every sticker, every jewelry making item I have, every ribbon, really start to ponder and count each and every item out, that number is not so astronomical. And it really got me thinking like, wow, that is a lot of stuff, and that puts a lot of things really in perspective. So the hypothesis of me having 600,000 items in my home when I was a level 4 hoarder is definitely something that is fathomable. It definitely is possible. So it made me think, well, how can I kind of start to calculate based off of that number how much stuff has gone by? Because I can't look at each and every 600 videos that I have, wow, 600, that's a lot, and count each item that I decluttered. That would take me forever. So I just started throwing numbers out there. Is it 100,000 items? Which I honestly think it might be if you're counting every little piece of paper and every little box and little tissue paper that I kept. It probably is, but to wrap our minds around it a little easier, I still did 50,000 items because that's a little more believable. But I took the number of 50,000 and divided it by 600. Which came out to 83.3333333. And I thought, oh, I have definitely decluttered at least 83 items per video because there's just so much. I mean, look at the paper decluttering videos and the KonMari method videos when like makeup and there's just so much stuff. And you look at those piles, that is way more than 83 items. Now granted, some of the beginning videos, it was more like 5 to 10 items, but I definitely picked up a lot of momentum come 2020, where there was times that I probably let go of 1,000 items if you're counting each and every individual piece of paper. Now, I've been able to move past that. I'm a lot better at taking a box and kind of rooting through and looking through stuff and being like, okay, this looks like a box that we can let go. But for a majority of my decluttering journey, I still had to touch each piece of paper. What was on it? What information was it? Do I have to make this decision to keep it? Can I let this go? And that right there makes it count that all those pieces of paper was an emotional decision that I had to make. So as we're looking back at all of the items that we once had that are now in the tossy piles, that were now in multiple sharing tables, that were in yard sales, or that were given away, I really had an aha moment of, yeah, I've decluttered at least 50,000 items out of this home. And my gosh, that is such a confidence booster. Like, I did that. I was able to let go of all that stuff. And yes, it was over the past 5 years, but still, I had the strength, the will, the bravery, the faith, the hope, the energy to actually break these strains of hoarding, overcome these decision-making paralysis, overcoming and calming my nervous system, self-soothing myself that I didn't need to hold on to this baby item anymore, that I am able to let this stuff go. It was such a wonderful feeling and peace and tranquility that not only can I recover in hoarding disorder, everybody on here has the capacity, the space to finally declutter, to let go. I want you to realize just how much we have let go over the years. That number is phenomenal. And I want you to congratulate yourself, to realize that, wow, I did that too. I did amazing. I can do anything I put my mind to. I am able to let go. I'm strong enough. I can do this. And I just want you to really be in that moment. So please take this moment to rejoice in all of our victories that we've had together. Now, as I am showing you all the tossies, some extreme before and afters, I do want to be very honest on this channel. And some of those extreme minimalist pictures, some stuff has trickled back in. And that's just a part of life. Things come into the home. You get mail 6 days out of the week. How do we control the flow of what's coming in versus the control of what's going out? Because we want that number going out to be greater than the amount coming in so that we can really enjoy these open spaces. This is where I bring in the October No Spend Challenge. This has helped me immensely control that flow of stuff coming in because it prevents me from impulse shopping and bringing things that we don't need into the home. Now, when I do my no spend challenges, I'm a little more lenient. I'm not as strict where I'm like, okay, this month we're not buying anything. It's just bills, gas, and food. I have kids. They have sports, they have clubs, and sometimes I need to spend money. For my no spend months, what I do is I will pick out on Sunday what days I'm not going to spend any money. So most likely it's always like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Normally Friday or Saturday, there's always something going on where we pay for the extras or the wants. But those days, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that I'm not spending any money has prevented a lot of that impulse shopping. Now, let's say it's Tuesday, you say it's a no spend day. If your tank is low and you gotta go to the gas station, by all means, fill it up. It's still a no spend day. That was a need. You gotta get to work. And if you would like your own free copy of the October No Spend Challenge, please go to my website at hoardersheart.com, where you can go under printables and print out your own free copy. And I also hope that the No Spend Challenge not only saves you a lot of money, because inflation, she's a little high still, but it also helps control the inflow of stuff that's coming into your home, so that it's less things that you have to make decisions on and manage, and that you can enjoy more time, more free time with your friends, your family, and just really enjoy all the blessings that we have in this life.